Well, haha. It's been a while. A long while. Maybe not that long of a while, but it's been a while. Yeah. My apologies for taking 3 weeks to, you know, to do this again, but, yeah, I don't know. I just wasn't feeling like myself, I suppose. I just didn't really want to stream. It just, I don't know. Didn't feel I was in the mood. But now I'm in the mood. And even if I'm not in the mood, I'm going to try and keep doing this more often because I've spent way too much time not doing it, and I'm like way behind on how long it probably should have taken. Like, if I put in the time to do it, I would have already been on the second game by now. Heck, I might have finished the first chapter of the second game and been able to move on to investigations, but no. No, I completely just stopped for some reason. But I'm back now. Please tell me if the stream is running more poor than usual. I say more poor than usual. Well, it should be poorer than usual, but you know, like I say that because you know, I don't know. I haven't done this in a while. I feel like maybe I might screw something up, so yeah. I also say that because like it's not like it runs well usually. It's just that if it runs even more awfully, then you know I'd like to know.
What do you say, Toko?
Are you telling me to swap places with her? No, absolutely not. That'd be like forfeiting my entire identity.
Of course, the one time I decide that, you know what, I'm actually gonna finally do it, I doubt that many people are gonna show up, but whatever.
Toko, you're the only one we can rely on now.
Jesus Christ, I'm trying to pause the thing on my phone because I don't want to have it running constantly, but it literally will not pause. Alright, there it paused.
Dun, da, da, da! It's me, your friendly neighborhood serial killer.
Why does it keep doing that? Okay. Stay paused. It doesn't stay paused. I don't want to have the video running in the background because my internet isn't that great as it is. I don't want to destroy everything. So just.
Boy, she just gave in like it was nothing.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you a question, and I want to have it answered immediately. Do you know anything about this video?
Huh? What video?
The video that's playing right now.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, I'm the mastermind.
Oh yeah, she's totally out of the loop. We just brought her in after the entire trial happened.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
That's enough! Just look at the stupid screen.
Aye, aye. Roger, you got it, Captain.
Stop. It unpaused again. Unpaused again. I don't understand. Did I just like... Is it doing that thing on Google to where like you hit it too many times and then it decides, okay, you know, now I'm going to just finally work?
Well, does it look familiar?
I don't have all the details, but... Of course it does!
Then you remember all the stuff it's showing?
I'm gonna turn my phone off and then turn it back on because it's acting up.
Of course I do!
Also, has anyone said that? No, it's... Just... Alright.
So you didn't lose your memory after all.
Then why didn't you say something earlier?
I only answer questions when someone bothers to ask me. I'm the quiet type, you know?
Oh my god, she's the worst liar in the world.
More importantly, if you really do remember, what is it?
Huh? What's the matter, Master? Do you really not remember the tragedy?
The tragedy?
Oh no! You seriously forgot? Maybe I can help you remember with a kiss.
Just answer the question. What happened out there?
Well, I can't really say if it happened or if it's still happening. But it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Why is that phrase coming up now?
Because it's all because of that event.
What is?
Are you serious? I'm talking about the way the world is now.
Is now?
Okay, restarted my phone, so hopefully the video running on, because I have to have the stream going on here to be able to read the chat while also playing the game, because I have nothing on the screen that would make it possible for me to read the chat. So it's just, yeah.
The world's been destroyed, get it?
Destroyed?
Explain yourself. Tell us everything you know.
Copy that, darling.
Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
so this big
Zawaru
awful,
Do's been
tragic
destroyed.
event, they started just calling it the tragedy, happened about a year ago. It was so big and so bad that even this murderous fiend went pale at the sight of it. I guess you could say what happened was man-made. But it was more on the level of a worldwide natural disaster. Either way, there's no doubt
Oh,
that
it's
it was the
unpause
biggest,
again,
most
unpauses,
awful, most
unpause.
tragic
What
event
the hell is
and
it?
as a result, in basically no time flat.
Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna check the Reddit chat and see just why the heck they haven't shown up yet. Because this is kind of just... Why? Good God. Just let me check to make sure that the entire thing isn't looking like total garbage. I mean, looks fairly normal. I'd say that's normal. Now it's gonna say that one person showed up, but no one's gonna say anything. Jesus Christ. Why it keeps... I don't want to have it running while I'm doing this, because then my internet will be worse. It won't just stay paused. Why?
The world turned out the way it did, and that's that.
That's all there is to it? Come on! There wasn't a single concrete description in there!
Well, it just so happens I don't know any of the specifics. Miss Moreau saw it all play out in real time, so why don't you ask her?
We already did, and she didn't know anything. That's why we're asking you.
I couldn't live up to Master's expectations! To die! To die! This is the true tragedy!
Okay, that's enough of your little lover's quarrel. Whatever happened, it doesn't matter at this exact point in time, right? The end justifies the means. Everything serves the outcome. In other words, the world has ended. That's the important thing.
It continues to do that on my phone. I don't understand why. Why? Okay, you know, I'll just let it run in the background. It can't be that awful. You know, here's what I'll do. I'll put it on 144p. Then, God, hurry up. Jesus Christ. What? It's starting to drive me insane. Okay, just to further explain, I have the stream going on my phone so that I can read the chat, and I always pause the actual stream because there's pretty much no reason to watch it, and it would just slow down my internet to have two things going at the same time. Several things going at the same time because my brother's playing a game. As you can hear by the occasional noises in the background, but it won't stay paused. I don't. Alright, whatever. I'll let it stay unpaused. It probably doesn't cause that much of it, but it just randomly glitches out. I mean, is that the reason why no one showed up? They just decided to leave and not tell me because no one actually cares that much about my streams. They just care about talking in the chat, and if something goes wrong with it, they won't even tell me. What? Jesus. Actually, you know what? No one's even here anyway. Why do I even care about having this open? Maybe I'll just turn my phone off. Yeah. Jeez. Alright, I'll let it do its thing. Whatever.
How can the world just end? It's the world.
Zawarudo.
Calm down. It's okay. There's no need to panic. Every living person will be dead in 100 years anyway. So the world ending isn't that big a deal.
Oh, come on. Now you're just being ridiculous.
Well, as long as we're being ridiculous, I have another ridiculous story to tell you.
Let me check. No one said anything. That's just great. That's just wonderful.
It's the story of the Togami Corporation, which has given Byakuya's life all its meaning.
What? What did you say?
I'm glad to see you took the bait. You bit into it like a middle-aged secretary at an all-you-can-eat cake buffet.
Hey! So, what do you think happened to the Togami family?
I don't know. Maybe it fell. It's also possible it fell, though. Then again, there's also the possibility that it fell. You know, we got 3 very definite possibilities, and I'm just not sure which one to choose at this current moment in time. I think I'll go with it fell. But it fell or it fell. Those are both also very definite possibilities.
Correct. Well done, peasant.
But I didn't say anything yet.
Well, I did. But
I just
alright.
got so fucking bored waiting, I couldn't help it! Even if you're wrong, eventually you'll figure it out, right? Till then, you're just going in circles. So, no matter what you pick, you get the right answer. Pretty innovative, don't you think?
I'm just... Okay. Interesting. You know, here's the thing. I'm just gonna close out of my phone. I'll check on the chat on my computer later, but right now no one's even here, so I don't see why. Yeah, but I'm still gonna keep going because if no one else is here at this current moment in time, the people who usually watch can just catch up like they usually do when they don't show up, which is more frequent than ever.
But, do you think it might be a disease? Getting bored so easy, I mean. Do you think I might be sick?
You act sick.
Anyway, like I was saying, Byakuya's entire lineage has been totally annihilated.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
I can confirm that his entire family has died. Even the distant relatives. The Togami name has perished.
Stop with these idiotic jokes.
Stop! And said with such authority. A peasant would dare challenge us? The avatar of divine punishment? You must learn your place, peasant. You are no longer the ultimate affluent progeny.
That's how you pronounced it. I've never heard "this guy's rich" said in such a weird way before, so I didn't even know how I was supposed to pronounce that when I first heard his ultimate. Like, it's a very strange way to just say, oh, this guy has billions and could buy and sell you. Like, just tell me he has billions and could buy and sell me. Why would you have to... Why?
They couldn't possibly be gone. The Togami family is destined to guide the world.
Hell, there is no world anymore, remember? It got fucked a full year ago.
Hold on. That doesn't make any sense.
Huh? I don't make sense.
There's no way that happened a year ago.
Why not?
I mean, we only came to this school a few weeks ago. If some kind of world-ending event happened a year ago, then how do you explain the totally normal world we were living in up till then?
Have you considered the possibility that you're mistaken about that?
Mistaken?
Well, if I'm understanding you right, it sounds like you think the tragedy happened a year before you arrived here.
Well, yeah. I mean, like he said, we just got here a few weeks ago.
A few weeks ago? Ooh, I get it. You're saying that what happened 2 years ago actually happened more recently, right?
Huh? 2 years ago?
Well, I mean, you guys all started attending Hope's Peak Academy 2 years ago.
Wait, what? Yeah, wait, what? 2 years ago? What is that?
What the hell is this chick trying to say?
I understand why you'd have trouble accepting it, but in the end, you can't deny the truth.
No, I can.
And the truth is, everything is cause and effect. Deny that, and you may as well give yourself up to God.
Okay. Cool. Are you God? You probably think that you're God. She probably is God.
So, you must surely understand all the hints I've given you so far, right?
Yep.
What are the memories I took from you?
Okay, now let me just... Nope. No one said anything. Further proof. I don't need my phone open at all.
Come now, answer us. Answer with all your heart and soul.
You took it from us. You took our hearts and souls. How are we supposed to answer?
How are we supposed to answer?
Exactly.
I just don't know what's going on anymore.
So, the memories you took away were our memories while we were here for 2 years, then you just knocked us out, like, 2 years after we came here, then you put us all... Where did you all put us? I mean, you put Makoto in a classroom, but where'd you put everyone else? I don't know. I'm just curious. Not that it matters. But, like, where'd you put everyone? How did you put everyone in places? How did you pick up Sakura? I honestly forgot her name. You probably put her on one of those wheelie things that was involved in the previous case. Well, the current case, but now we're not even talking about a murder anymore, so it's kind of the previous one. Still, we have to answer somehow. If we don't, everything ends right here. The memories that were stolen from us. If what Juko says is true, if we first came here 2 years ago, but the rest of us only remember getting here within the last few weeks or so, so the memories she took from us, the tragedy, the here...
I got it! If we accept that what you say is true, then we've all lost our memories of the last 2 years after coming to this school.
Nope. No. I mean, no matter what anyone says,
Wait, were they watching us? Were the people watching us for over 2 years then? Was it really that interesting for 2 years to see people do nothing special at all, or did it just like start 2 years after it happened and they took the... Alright, maybe. I don't know.
Another correct answer. Well done, peasant.
I swear I just heard the Ace Attorney sound effect for when someone's
seriously?
surprised.
This routine again?
Yeah, let me just check the Reddit chat. Just to see if... I don't know, maybe they're busy, maybe they're asleep. I don't know, God knows. God knows. Junko knows. She knows all. Someone with multiple personalities must have... I mean, well, just think about it. Multiple personalities. Multiple different IQs. Add those all together, you've got, like, the most intelligent person in the world. No, I doubt that's how it works. It's not how it works.
We've lost 2 years worth of memories?
Yes.
That's right. You've already spent 2 full years here at Hope's Peak Academy. And that entire period of time is precisely what you've forgotten.
So, that's why everyone in this game is legal. Because if they came here at 16, they'd be 18 now. And if they came here at 17, they'd be 19 now. Or if they came here at 15, they'd... Okay, well, that would be illegal. But, I mean, you know, for the most part. If you think about it, everyone here is legal, because it would be impossible not to be unless they came here when they were, like, first years, and that'd just be... Why would they do that? No.
I don't remember the last 2 years of my life.
No, you don't.
That's not possible!
Wait, so... How... Wait, I'm just trying to, like, think about this now, because Makoto came to the front of the building, and that would have had to have been 2 years ago, so how... Did they how precisely can you remove memories to where you have it that it feels like him coming in and him waking up at the desk, both 2 years apart, were like simultaneous. I mean, he would have been a couple inches taller, 17 to 19 or something like that. And just, I don't understand how that works. Can you really be that precise when removing memories that you have it feel like he came into the school building, or did you just put memories into his head so that was like only if no, that doesn't make any goddamn sense. That doesn't make any sense. So I don't want to think that true. I don't want to believe it, but that's nothing but our desire. I don't want to believe. I want it to be impossible. But if it's the truth, then we have to accept it. So who's arguing against us then? Who won't accept it? Group photo of Genocide Jack's memory. Kyoko's account, photo of Kyoko and Headmaster, Headmaster's ebook, locker notebook, locker pocketbook.
2 years worth of memories.
Jesus.
I could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for 2 years?
I feel like it'd be one of these.
Hell no! That's impossible!
The pocketbook or the notebook.
I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything! Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
This is all just surreal.
Plus, if 2 years have passed, how freaking old am I?
Just... Oh yeah, I forgot. He's not very smart. Well, no, I didn't forget that. I forgot, like, to the extent of how dumb he was. I didn't, like, I would have thought that he could have at least... Alright, locker notebook. So I think I need to give him the locker notebook. Just to prove
so conflicted.
that, you know, it had to be the case.
2 years worth. I could never lose something like that.
You could,
We've been
bruh.
living here for 2 years? Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything! Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
This
Oh,
is all
son of
just
a...
Plus, how
Alright, I forgot that I could slow it down. Never mind.
everyone's so conflicted.
I'm sorry. I don't know how I could forget
I
that.
could never lose something like that.
We've been
Just like they
living here
forgot
for
2 years
2
of their memories.
Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything! Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
There we go.
No, that's wrong. Hero, there's something I'd like you to take a look at. This notebook right here.
Huh? Hey, why is my name written on it?
It's yours, you idiot.
I found it in the locker room on the 2nd floor. If you don't mind, could you take a look inside?
Sure, whatever you want. But I've never seen this notebook before in my life.
Wuzza, is something wrong?
Wuzza.
It's kinda similar. No, even more than that.
Nope.
This is absolutely my handwriting, without a doubt!
Japanese handwriting.
But how is this? I don't remember ever writing in this thing! No way!
It looks
Yes,
like you
way.
actually did attend class here at Hope's Peak, but somehow you forgot all about it.
Lies! It's all one big lie!
Your mom's a lie.
I don't want to
The
believe
cake is a
either.
lie.
But there's also no explanation for this pocketbook.
Alright, and that's yours.
And whose pocketbook is that?
It's
Hers.
mine. And the handwriting inside is also mine. There's no doubt about it.
I mean, handwriting can change over 2 years. I mean, you never know.
But just like Hero, I have no memory of ever writing in it.
My handwriting hasn't changed since I was 5. And yes, it's that messy.
And the reason for that is the 2 years of missing memories?
After seeing all the evidence, do you have any choice but to acknowledge the truth?
Isn't it just so desperately dark? The mystery's solved, but it's like a goddamn funeral in here.
Indeed it is.
Shit, man, I've never been to a funeral. Hell yes!
Alright, well here's your first one. What do you think so
2
far?
years of school life. How many moments of blossoming youth have you missed out on? How many fun classes? How many school events? This was your chance to build lasting friendships, right?
Yeah, and, well, I mean, we've built some friendships over the last 2 weeks. Many of them have just ended due to them dying, but, you know, good enough, I
And
guess.
on top of that, something tragically sad happened 1 year ago.
Yeah, so wait, for half of our school life, the event had already occurred then. You know, we'd be here for 1 year. The event would have occurred. Then the next whole year, the entire world around us would just be completely awful, but we just wouldn't care whatsoever. That's, I find that weird, not hard to believe, as much as it is an odd thought. Well, I guess the world around us is kind of collapsing as it is. Yet we stay in our homes and play games like nothing's happening, so I guess they just did the same thing we're doing right now.
Biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Right before everyone's eyes, the world came crashing down. You absorbed all that despair, but then you forgot it all. And once you'd forgotten, you made the choice to subject yourselves to this killing game. Oh, and there's one other thing. To be even more precise, the memories you all lost were...
Actually, never mind. I'm bored. Explaining stuff is boring.
No, explain.
What?
We are bored of this world. Everyone always talks big, declaring all the great things they'll do. But then they always fizzle out. This world is just so desperately fucking boring!
What are you talking about?
In a way, I'm jealous of all of you. To give yourself over so completely to such stimulating despair.
Let me just check. Nothing. Alright, great.
Yeah, so figure out the rest for yourselves! I'm sick of expositioning all this shit!
Yeah, I'm sure the writer is sick of expositioning too. That must be a lot of hard work to explain all of this stuff at once. I mean...
Figure out what?
Figure out where your memories come apart. That's at the heart of all of this.
Where our memories come apart. Is she talking about the moment where we must have lost our memories? When I fainted? When I got my acceptance letter at the entrance ceremony? When I fainted? Why would that be the case? Alright, whatever.
I got it! The moment I lost my memories. I can't think of any time other than that day.
Wait, but if that's... So is that not the first time you were coming in then? Were you just coming in, like, for the 100th time, and then you were just like, you know, that's completely... Because that was the first time you came into the school, and how could you lose your memories, but then remember being here for 2 frickin' years? I mean, what? Did they put a safe mode in you that says, okay, from here on out, he'll forget everything he experiences? What?
When I first came to the gates of this school and stepped foot in the main hall, when I passed out, I was overcome with a strange sensation.
Yeah, but if that was the first time you came in, you would have had 2 years of memories past then, so I don't see how you could have lost them at that point. You would have lost what happened before you came into the school, but then your 2 years of school life would be remembered, so how could that have been when you lost your memories?
Wow, you still have enough spirit to keep on talking, huh?
I have enough spirit because this game is confusing the heck out of me.
So I don't know much about the details, but it seems like everyone remembers passing out, right? And your sense of time got all messed up because of the memory loss after that? I guess it must have been something like that.
So was that not the first time then? And I just remember it as the first time?
After I passed out, I woke up in a classroom with my head on a desk.
I don't get it.
I assumed not much time had passed since I'd collapsed in the main hall.
But instead, 2 whole years had gone by.
What? Well, you said we've been living in here for 2 years, so what... What do you mean? We've been living here, but we were passed out the entire... Well, I don't get it.
The reason it felt so short was because our memories of the time in between had been completely removed.
So were we just like drugged when we were standing there? And then the drug had it so that after 2 years you'd forget those 2 years? Because I have no clue what's going on
You
right now.
got it, honey. 2 years of memories? Poof! Gone! Which means, of course...
When everyone met for the first time, it wasn't actually for the first time.
Okay. I know. I'm
Unaware
aware.
of this fact, you took the time to introduce yourselves to each other, but
by that point, we'd already spent 2 years together at the school. That's what those photos reveal, isn't it?
Yep, that's what they reveal. You were all such close friends. You spent 2 years together, and then you started killing each other. And it was all so you could escape into a world that's already been annihilated.
Yeah.
What a terribly tragic tale. Even if you left now, there's nothing you could do to fix it.
So, let's just kill Junko and stay in here then. I mean, they provided... We actually know the Mastermind was giving us the food, so we'd eventually just have to... Okay, you know, it wouldn't matter either way, then never mind.
You're the one who set things up to be like this.
I love you all so much.
Gay.
What?
Once your school life here began, I thought about you constantly. It's only natural that I would fall in love.
Gay.
So, since I love you guys so much, I'll tell you all about it.
Alright. I'll check the Reddit chat now, just to see if maybe he said something after this time. Anything at all. Literally anything at all. Nothing. Beautiful.
All about the idea we came up with as the ultimate despair. Our plan to bring despair to all mankind.
The ultimate despair? All mankind?
Let's go back in time 2 years, okay? Back
Right.
to when everyone first came to this school.
Yeah. When everyone first came to the school and was
During
here for
that
2
first
years, and we
year
just suddenly
overflowed
forgot
with
that.
Hope and happiness. Oh boy, it was just the worst.
Yeah, it looks like the worst, really.
Everyone was enjoying themselves so much. You were all having the time of your lives.
It's weird to think that, like, even the shady people enjoyed each other's company, like, 2 years ago. Like, even Celeste in this pic, who was a European weeb, and lied about her European descent from the second she came to the school, was still friends with people and still, like, had no murderous tendencies whatsoever. Byakuya may have still been a bit of a douche, but, you know, kind of like Dr. Gregory House is a douche. He's a douche in a funny way. Like, everyone... It's weird to think about that. Because the second the killing game started, everyone just, like, completely... Well, I guess that's how it works, though. Like, in a life or death scenario, you, everything about you and everyone else changes when you realize that the only way to not be killed is to kill other people. But it's really weird to think all the people who were so, dare I say, trigger happy during this trigger happy Havoc, we just didn't care to do anything bad 2 years ago. That's, yeah, that's very weird to think about. It's also weird to think about, though, that for 2 years Chihiro was a boy pretending to be a girl because he wanted to gain respect due to not being very masculine. Like, he just did that for 2 years. But he suddenly built the courage. Yeah, I don't know. It just feels a little weird that, like, after a week or two, he finally decides to build up the courage to become a man. But, like, for 2 years, he didn't? That's... Huh. That's very strange.
But that couldn't last forever, of course. The peacefulness only made it through that first year.
Yeah, and then alright. I was thinking that, like, the tragedy happened, and people just didn't care, but nah, alright. I guess that's when their real personalities came in, and they realized that, you know, maybe Celeste being kind of a creepy psychopath is a bad thing. Maybe Byakuya being a jerk all the time is something we're not going to deal with, but before they just managed to overcome their differences. But like when the tragedy happened, they just figured, no, we'll annoy each other now because it's like the only way that this is gonna happen now that the tragedies occurred.
Because after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all of humanity. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy. All too soon, the world's days of peace came to a bloody end. And as you can imagine, the school was no exception. The tragedy even made its way here, leading to the extermination of most of the students.
What are you?
What do you mean?
The most tragic event in human history, and the ultimate despair that caused it. I can't believe it's all because of just you and Mukuro. Was it some kind of organization? An angry mob? An incredibly motivated family?
You have a point. If I had to describe it, I'd say it was none of those. How can I put it? It was more of an ideological thing. Despair is contagious, you know? It's almost like a natural phenomenon. Everyone is capable of it, and now the entire world has fallen into despair.
In other words, if you see despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself.
I just don't understand why.
We didn't ask you to try to understand. This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand.
Okay, so let's get back to the story. Hope's Peak had taken so much damage. You guys were the only survivors. The members of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy were the only ones left. And then, something super neat happened! Now pay attention, because this is important, and I'm only gonna say it once! So guess what? To protect everyone who had survived, Hope's Peak was transformed into a shelter!
Uh-huh. And 16 people survived?
That's right! It was transformed into a shelter! I said it twice!
Yes, you said it twice. Great.
Now, someone was responsible for that transformation, for creating what would eventually become your prison.
Prison?
Do any of you know who that might have been?
You. The one who turned Hope's Peak into... Oh, no, it was the headmaster. The headmaster.
I got it! It could only have been the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. He wanted to turn the school into a shelter to try and protect us. To protect us from the despair and tragedy taking place outside. That's why he asked us to make that promise. To say that we were willing to live in this school forever.
We believe he had something like that in mind, yes. If you, the collective hope of a new generation, could survive, maybe the world could have a fresh start.
Yeah, the headmaster put that much faith in you.
And because we had that same hope, that's why we all agreed to live here forever.
Let me just check it. Nope. And the average watch time is 59 seconds. The one day I decide to stream, no one shows up. Every other day I don't decide to stream, they give a kidney to show up.
But creating the shelter was also his single biggest mistake.
Though I suppose, I mean, you can live with just one kidney. But I'm talking like they would have given away their 2 kidneys. And they would have died. Actually, you know what? If you've lost both of your kidneys, I wonder how long would it take for you to die? How long can you live without kidneys? In the case of acute renal failure, the renal function declines rapidly within hours or days, giving rise to serious metabolic disturbance. If that state continues to the point that the person is no longer producing urine, which is known as I've never seen this word before, oliguria, it is unlikely that the person could survive longer than 2 to 3 weeks. So, I'm assuming that's what it would be like to have no kidneys. So, alright, for 2 to 3 weeks they could watch it, but it's taken me 2 weeks, so I mean... No, it's taken me 3 weeks. So, they would die. So they could live without 2 kidneys, okay. But they'd probably die. Alright, then. Yeah, it's weird to think what you can live without that you need. Like, I had my tonsils and adenoids removed. Obviously, you can live without those, since they just generally just make the issue worse. I mean, my throat is, like, sore half of the days in a week, and it would be worse than that if I still had tonsils and adenoids. So very clearly, you can live without those. It's kind of weird once you consider all the things you could remove and not... Actually, you know what? There was, in the third Five Nights at Freddy's book... I'm not a Five Nights at Freddy's nerd, I was just saying that... the main villain talked about that very idea. You know, how much the human body can just live without. How much you can take away that you're born with till you die. That's, really quite a disturbing and gross concept. Like, most people would only take it as far as, okay, I'll get rid of my tonsils, but... No, some people, would go further. That's really disturbing to think about. Alright. I'm gonna stop talking. Oh, this looks like a...
It's laughable, really. He was the headmaster, but he had no idea.
This looks like a... something from Persona. Persona 5 specifically, but... any Persona game, really. I've never played a Persona game, but this definitely looks like something from a Persona game. I don't know, I just... never played a Persona game, but I know exactly what something like it would look like.
He had no idea that we, the ultimate despair, had already made our way into the school.
Yeah. Wait, so... if everyone was like 16, 17 when they first came in... Wait, no. Harper said that everyone here is 18. So 2 years ago, they would have been 16. Juko was the ultimate fashionista. And she was 16 years old. Worse things have happened, but, like, think about all the adults who looked at that magazine. And she was 16. That's where I live, the age of consent is 16, but still, that's, I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
So what was supposed to be a shelter to keep you safe became a cage that made it impossible for you to escape despair.
Well, so she would have had to have been the ultimate fashionista at least like a year before that. So she would have been starting out at 15. I don't like the thought of this.
I have to say, it really helped me out a lot. It saved me a ton of time.
By the way, it was you yourselves who blocked off the windows, the doors, all the exits. Under the headmaster's direction, you all went about your work like obedient little sheep.
Yeah, well, we did a good job, since we, the people who put them up, can't take them back down again.
We trapped ourselves in here?
Maybe we burnt the tools we used to put them up, and that's why we can't take them down. Like, you screw them in, you burn the screw, it's unusable, you can't unscrew it. I guess that's how it works.
And then you forgot all about it, and started bitching about how you were trapped in here.
You made us forget,
Once
idiot.
you finished building your little shelter, it was time for me and Mukuro to get to work.
Wow. How convenient that was for you. That he decided to lock us all in here.
And thus began the killing game.
Me and Mukuro had come here.
Give me a sec.
Spending the last 2 years waiting for that moment.
I actually can't see how much... I see. It's been about 45 minutes, alright. We'll keep going till... I don't know, there's some stuff I'd like to get done, so... I don't know when I'll stop. relatively... I mean, no one's even watching, so... I should probably quit in about... when this gets to the 1 hour mark, I'd say.
That moment where you all began killing each other served as the climax of our global despair plan.
No, we're at the climax of the game right now. I don't know what you're talking about. That was the prequel that no one saw. We're at the climax now.
And the only reason you survived the tragedy was so that you could be a part of it.
You only let us live so we could go around killing each other? Is that what you're saying?
That's you kind of knew that for quite a while. I don't see why that's so surprising now.
Why? Why would you do that?
I've explained this like several times before. I don't understand why you guys are suddenly acting out when they tell you now. It's like this entire time you knew that they were just feeding you and letting you sleep in nice beds so you could eventually get everyone else killed. Like that's always been the idea. So again, I just don't get why you think that's weird. Like just now. You just now think that's strange.
Because this was so much more than a simple high school death match. Rather, it was a method to hunt down and destroy every last remaining speck of hope in the world.
God, this is like in The Social Network. How two 19-year-olds managed to change the world just by stealing someone else's idea. And two 17-year-olds were able to change the world just by using someone else's shelter plans. Like it's like the same thing as The Social Network, except as opposed to two boys, this time it's two girls, and as opposed to creating Facebook, they're committing acts of terrorism, but you know, it similar enough.
What are you saying?
Well, it would seem that there's a little bit left out there. A few souls unwilling to give up hope. So I thought I should show them, which is why
Well, why don't you tell me?
What the mastermind did to show everyone in the outside world, that was... Alright then. C, K... I'll just choose random letters. How about that? Hi, Jack. Maybe that's it. Yep, that's it. Nope. Give me an eye. Give me another eye. Give me another eye. I'm gonna have like 360 vision by the end of this. So many eyes. Oh, crap. Give me another J. Another J. Another J. Now an A. The first letter of the alphabet. Oh, crap. Alright, I've got plenty of other chances, though. There we go. You hijacked the airwaves. And you showed us, like, a Judge Judy type thing.
You're talking about you hijacking the airwaves, aren't you?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. That's exactly what I'm talking about. To show the world the murders taking place at this school, which was meant to be a symbol of hope.
That was the whole point of the ultimate despair. When I said climax, that was what I was talking about.
You were talking about something inappropriate?
The world watched as you fell into despair and began to kill each other one after another. Despair is as contagious as any disease. Any hope left turns to despair.
You know, her, like, queen voice sounds like the female version of my Byakuya voice. Like, the way she goes from low to high, it sounds like exactly the same. Hold on, I gotta do something here. Okay, apparently not.
Isn't the power of television just amazing?
Yeah.
By the way, since we started broadcasting, a whole bunch of people have tried to come and rescue you.
To no avail.
Are you serious?
But Utilizing the heavy weaponry I installed around the school grounds, I had no problem expelling them.
And by expelling, you mean sending them to hell or heaven?
You expelled them?
I have to thank you all. They were a relentless bunch, refusing to give up on hope and trying to force their beliefs on the world.
Anything else? No. No, I didn't get the notice. Sorry, bro. I sent... Alright. Well, okay, let me go back to my... Yeah. Alright, so, I figured out that we've been here for a total of 2 years. And, you know, among other things, we're currently talking about how they hijacked the airwaves. My phone is still doing that really flashy thing. Alright, then. Yeah, well, you can catch up on this at some other time, I suppose, but for now, just watch what I'm at.
But in the end, I was able to give them the final despair. Death.
Yeah.
So you just used us? To bring despair to everyone in the outside world?
Yeah, you're not that special.
Well, sure, but I also gave you a second chance at life, right? So it's like, give and take.
You guys may be ultimates, but you're not specialments. I'm aware that it's special and not specialments. I'm just, you know, it rhymes that way. So.
Give and take? You're so full of shit!
And there's a reason I chose you guys to survive when all the other students were dropping like flies. I mean, we built up 2 years of memories together. You were all my treasured classmates.
I'm gonna save that soundbite of him saying shit. It's so rare to hear Makoto curse. He's too pure for cursing, but he just said the S word full throttle, and that's like cool, I guess.
Sorry, that's a lie. I just figured you'd despair even more when you found out a friend had betrayed you.
Makoto says the shit word. Yep. Yep.
And that's the truth, which is what you wanted, right? So, does it make you feel utterly lost and hopeless?
Utterly lost and hopeless. Yes, it does. Not even Byakuya would say the S word. He said, when someone said the F word, he said effing. But no, Makoto just straight up shit. He's like a 2-year-old repeating their parents. My phone is doing this thing where the screen goes from black to on to black to on, and I can't pause the thing, so I have to have the video playing as I do this, which just slows down my internet. It's stupid.
The mystery, but despair at the truth, right?
Don't tell me. Did you seriously count on the possibility that we would solve your mystery?
And if we did, then what? Our final desire for creating this world of despair was so we could experience one last class trial. If you were bold enough to solve the mystery,
How much time
to
have we...
discover that the truth was utterly hopeless, how would you react? What would you do?
See? Discovering the truth doesn't necessarily lead to a sense of hope.
Truth can be full of despair, too. Like right fucking now.
Truth, full of despair. That's...
Not to mention, all those motives I talked about were totally meaningless.
What? So, like, was all the money counterfeit then?
With the world having ended and all.
Meaningless?
Alright, well, where would we spend the money? Yeah, well... You know, we couldn't spend the money under normal circumstances, because you gave us US dollars in Japan. Why didn't you give us yen? Cause I still can't get over that. 1 million bucks in Japan. I mean, okay, we could go to a place and exchange the currency, but like, why wouldn't you just straight up give us yen? I don't get it.
We've been murdering each other for nothing?
And think about it. You chose to lock yourselves up here, then started murdering each other to get out.
We weren't just random strangers either. We were classmates. We'd spent 2 years together.
No, even I can't laugh at that.
We get it.
No, you just
We
did.
get it, okay? You're totally awesome, right? We get it already. So help us. I'll do anything. Just help me.
Help you not be an idiot? Dude, no one can help you with that.
A peasant begging for his life? Oh, how delightful! I've
Delightful.
never witnessed such a travesty firsthand.
Travesty.
Sorry to say, begging doesn't work on me. All I want is despair, and there's no reason for it. And since there's no reason, there's no argument against it. There's just no understanding it.
None at all.
No argument, no understanding. What better definition of ultimate despair could there be?
Heroes, heroes, Smokey the Bear. Yeah. You know, I'm about to say it. I honestly think that Monokuma is better than Smokey the Bear. Two great bears, but Monokuma just taught me more life lessons, like life sucks and always will suck. And your motives for anything don't matter because the world just means nothing at the end of the day, but like Smokey the Bear is trying to get me off drugs and stuff. I mean, I take ibuprofen and NyQuil when I'm not sleepy. So like, don't tell me to get off drugs, because I know full well they can be useful. I mean, Monokuma's just the more useful bear.
Wait, hold on. You've just been going on about whatever you feel like, but there's no real reason for us to believe anything you have to say.
Yeah, tell that to people in Among Us.
Huh?
You say the world's fallen apart, but I haven't seen it for myself. So I don't acknowledge it. I don't accept it as the truth.
Until you see it with your own eyes. Truth and falsehood overlap one another. In other words, you're not unlike Schrodinger's cat right now. Is that what you're saying?
I've always heard about Schrodinger's cat, but I've never actually heard what the full deal was about that, so I still don't know what people mean when they say Schrodinger's cat. I just hear about some German guy's cat, and he didn't know whether it was dead or not. You know what? I'm gonna look that up right now. Just right now. Schrodinger's cat. I spelt that wrong, but I don't care. Schrodinger's cat is a thought experiment, sometimes described as a paradox, devised by Austrian-Irish physicist Erwin Schrödinger in 1935 during the course of discussions with Albert Einstein. It illustrates what he saw as the problem of the Copenhagen interpretation of quantum mechanics applied to everyday objects. Give me a better thing. In Schrödinger's imaginary experiment, you place a cat in a box with a tiny bit of radioactive substance. When the radioactive substance decays, it triggers a Geiger counter, which causes a poison or explosion to be released that kills the cat. The cat ends up both dead and alive at the same time. What? Okay. So, people just believe what they want to believe until they can't deny it anymore? Is that what it's supposed to... Because I honestly don't know what I just learned from that. But, alright.
If so, what then?
Are you saying you won't accept the truth until you can go outside and see for yourself?
Yeah. I suppose that's all it could mean. I don't know, I was expecting something better than that, but I guess it's just like, you know, a camera or a knife could be in this box, but, you know, I don't know till I look in the box. Is that literally all it is? Dude. You could apply Schrodinger's cat to almost everything if that's all it is.
Well, you better not. You go out into that world and you're all gunners for sure. Trust me, I'm not lying about any of this.
Alright.
Well, even if it's all true, I refuse to give in. I refuse to lose to you for the sake of everyone you've killed.
Huh? Everyone I've killed? What are you talking about? You're the ones who killed them!
True.
I didn't kill anyone. I simply gave you a little nudge in the right direction.
And that's all it took for you to start killing each other. You're nothing but bloodthirsty animals.
That's
Say what you
Ah,
want
crap.
about hope, but we're all creatures of instinct, right? Despair comes naturally.
hell yes! That's funny as shit!
No! This isn't just some game to us. It's murder! Plain and simple!
A murderous game. How about that?
You stole our memories, invented reasons for us to do it. You pushed us all into a corner. It's all your fault!
You certainly have a talent for passing the buck, don't you? That must be your hope, huh?
Passing the buck. Talking about passing a dollar bill in Japan. All right. Back to the dollar bills.
But we don't have much time left to keep up this banter. We have to draw things to a close soon.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the vote, of course. You didn't forget about that little rule, did you?
Well, everyone's just gonna vote for you because you did it. You admitted to it.
Oh, and also, since this will be the last vote, I decided to change the rules.
Okay, what are the rules
What?
then?
You guys so full of hope, and me so full of despair. I've decided to have you vote which one will be punished. If even one of you votes to punish Hope, well then, I'll consider that a win for me, and punish everyone on the side of Hope.
Oh. Okay.
Even if it's just one person?
Oh, but don't worry, I won't be voting, of course.
Even if you don't, you've still got the upper hand in all this.
It's okay. Nobody would actually vote to kill themselves, right?
Oh, let me just mention one more thing. When I win, to punish you guys, you'll have to stay here till you grow old and die. No fighting, no killing. That's your punishment.
Yeah, and then Makoto and Aoi and I forgot his name. It doesn't matter, that dumb guy will have a kid, and Byakuya and Toko will have a kid, and Kyoko will die.
You mean we just...
We'd have to just live here?
She's saying she'll let us live.
True.
If you're not happy with that, then go ahead and punish me. And make your way to the outside world.
Enter a world fallen from grace, where only despair exists. Where
What are you saying? So no matter what, we're doomed.
Wait a sec! I just got hit with an inspiration bomb!
Nice.
Dying of old age is boring as shit, right? The audience at home isn't gonna dig that at all!
Oh, shut up.
So, here's what'll happen. One of you will get to experience an instant, super impressive punishment!
What's that?
You can't just...
Do you mean to say you'll execute one of us?
And I get to decide who's gonna have to suck it down!
Vote for yourself.
Makoto, you're up!
No.
Me?
Yeah, you've been acting up, causing all kinds of trouble. I hate you!
You sound like, you know, I won't even bring the... Her name starts with M, and the game starts with H, and ends with P. And she's a cat. That's what you sound like right now. Meaning that I don't take you seriously when you say you hate me. You can hate a frickin' fly.
So let me make this clear.
That lies.
Everyone has two
Deception.
choices in front of them.
Uh-huh.
If a single person votes for Hope to be punished, then only Makoto will receive.
If, on the
Son
other
of
hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
What I'm saying is, if you sacrifice Makoto, the rest of you will get to live out your lives.
Sacrifice me? But that's...
What? Has your resolve softened? Have you lost confidence? Are you afraid of being punished? Don't you have faith in your friends?
No, that's not it.
It's okay. You're right to be afraid. It would seem all of those around you have realized the futility of going against me.
It's so beautiful. Your lovely faces, eroded by despair, have come together as one.
Besides, Yoko, you could never betray your father, could you?
No, she came here to just say that she was done with her father, so I'd assume she could.
What?
I mean, the headmaster's only wish was that all of you would survive, right? That's why he tried to trap you all here after all. The least you can do is try to honor your dead father's wishes.
Kyoko!
One person's despair is enough to seal your fate. Isn't that just the most hopeless outcome ever?
So, who do you think's gonna give in? Whose despair is gonna sign your death warrant?
No one. Nobody's gonna give in to despair! We're not gonna lose to you!
So boring. Stubborn till the very end, huh?
What?
That's fine. Then let's just hurry up and get it over with.
Oh, so this is the normal Junko then. Not Uwu Junko or Posh Junko or Stoned Junko or Daft Punk Junko, or are there others? Oh yeah, Teacher Junko. This is just her in her regular state.
It's time for the final vote. Everything will come to an end. Your stupid hope.
And your stupid life.
The final vote. This is it. The ultimate confrontation. You have to show everyone. You have to make them remember. You have to convince them not to give up, to live in despair. That's not really living at all. Oh, no, it's living, but it's just living in a bad condition. Alright. I'll get this one contradiction, then I'll call it a day. Hopefully I'll stream tomorrow, assuming I don't have a crap ton of homework. I shouldn't.
Give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
Yeah? What the... Why can't I give...
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The
Alright.
only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab. If I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
Is it really that bad? What was that? Are we like in
All of you will
Chernobyl?
have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting.
Is that all
So,
anyone has
what
to
are you
say?
gonna do?
Nothing?
Will you just die? Is that what you want?
Anyone? Literally? No. Alright. There's no hope left in the world. When you sleep, it's on a bed of despair. The world is in despair. You are in despair. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna be consumed. What? You claim there's no hope left in the world. But if despair is contagious, like you say, then so is hope. I'll use my hope to plant seeds of hope inside everyone else.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
How
By
did
the
I
way,
fast forward again?
The air outside is totally polluted.
I forgot how to fast forward. Oh, shift.
The only reason is thanks to the air. If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all of you you'll have to go into the world outside. So,
What are you gonna do? Will you just die?
Is
Is that what you want?
what am I supposed to do? I don't know. The group photo.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
All
If
right.
I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
There we go.
Don't
Wow.
lose hope now.
That's it.
All my fortune-telling senses are telling me not to leave this place. But to live means moving forward, right?
That's very odd how that's the right answer.
So even if it's hard, even if we're scared, we don't have any choice, do we? I want to keep on living. I want to open the next door. There must be something new waiting for me. So that's why, no matter what, I need to get out of here. The whole fortune-telling thing doesn't matter anymore.
That's it.
What matters is my own gut feelings.
So just hope to everyone's despair. Hope, hope, hope. Take all my hope.
Give up.
All right, there we go.
As long as there's hope,
Oh, I have to
never give up.
save this every
If
time.
I were to die, that would be the end.
I've decided to have faith in myself.
By the way, the air outside is totally
The only reason we're okay.
I see. Well, this is gonna be tedious, but not hard.
Don't lose hope now.
I've been thinking about all this, and I was thinking, at a time like this, what would Sakura do?
Shut up about Sakura.
You only get stronger by taking adversity by the horns. Confront that thorny path with enthusiasm. That sounds like something she'd say, right?
No.
No. I think that's definitely what she'd say.
Sure.
Which is why yeah! I've made up my mind!
Well, your voice just got a couple octaves higher. Interesting.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die,
That would be the end.
I've decided.
By the way, the only reason we're is thanks to the air. Say whatever you want.
if I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
Oh, no, no,
All of you
no.
will have to
I shouldn't have
leave.
done that. I should not have done. Alright, I'll do it to
You'll
someone
have
else
to go
then.
into the world
Oh, no.
outside.
We're
Crap,
only dead.
crap. I
So,
shouldn't have done
what
that.
will you
I
just
should
die?
not have done that. Ah. A slip up. A miss up. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, crap. Failed. Crap. Well, at least this time I know what to
refuse
do.
to give up yet.
But alright. God, why did I do that? I messed up and I ended up saving it instead of just clicking on it. Like I should have. Oh.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end.
Okay, come on. There we go.
Don't lose hope now.
Alright, I'll just. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to skip past your rant.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end.
I've decided.
By the way, the arrow's the only reason we're okay and is thanks to the air.
Don't lose hope now. We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end.
I've decided.
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the air. Say whatever you want.
If I die,
The purifiers will.
in other words, as soon as the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
It really doesn't seem like she cares, but alright.
I don't care either way. I'm fine with whichever one is more interesting. Actually, I may not look like it, but I always hated school. Hell, no matter how I look, still hate it. Oh, but no matter what, Master has to come along with us.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die,
That would be the end.
I've decided.
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the air. Say whatever you want. If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all. I can keep on living.
all of you will have to leave.
Probably shouldn't have done
You'll
that,
have to
but
go into the world outside.
alright.
Where only death and despair are waiting.
Get hope, Byakuya.
Don't
Get-
lose hope now.
What's the matter? You're not actually trying to encourage me, are you?
I am.
Ridiculous. It never even crossed my mind that I might give in to despair. But don't misunderstand me. I couldn't care in the slightest what happens to you.
Yeah, that's how he'd say it.
I just have to keep my word. I swore I would end the life of the mastermind. Besides, the Togami family isn't dead, because I'm still alive. So until I can restore the Togami family and bring it greater glory than it's ever known,
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never
What the
give
hell?
up.
If I were to die,
The music stopped.
That would be the end.
I've decided.
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the
What?
Say whatever you want. If I die, in other words,
Well, why'd the music?
The life you've all been living will come to an end.
Um,
I can keep on living as long as I have my mask.
Okay, give me a sec. All right. Me, and I really don't appreciate that much. How? This is how you pause, right? How do you save?
All of you will have to leave.
Ah, crap.
You'll have to go into the world
I forgot how to
outside.
save.
We're
Was this seriously how you did that? I don't want. God. It's not, dude.
I already said I would claim the mastermind's life.
This is so
by
weird.
whatever means necessary.
I don't want it to be like this. Why did the music just stop? I forgot how to save. Tab.
So, what are you gonna do?
Okay, let me look it up. How do you save in DR trigger happy havoc? All right. Okay, well, what is square on? I know you have to open up the e-handbook, but I forgot how you did that.
Will
And
you just die? Is that what you want?
Z crap. Jeez, why did it go like this? I don't understand what. Oh wait, it was already in truth bullets or something. I don't know what happened. Okay. You only have the option to look over your truth bullets while you're in that thing, but yeah, now I'm gonna save because the music just stopped. Why did it stop? No, I can't save. I don't want to. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna skip past all this and lose all my
We
lives,
won't give up as long as there's hope.
If I were to die, that would be the
and
end.
then I'm gonna
By the way,
play this
the
again
only
with
reason
with the
is
music
thanks
because
to
the
the
music
Say
just
whatever
cut
you
out.
want
Why?
if I die. In other words,
I don't want to
you
play it
know
like
you've all-
this.
I can keep on living. All of you will have to. You'll have to go into the world outside.
I already said I would claim them.
So, what will you just die?
Okay, actually, no, yeah, I don't get what this glitch is, so I'm just gonna skip past
We
everything.
won't give up as long as there's hope.
If I were to die, that would be the end.
I've decided.
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the air. Say whatever you want. If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all. I can keep on living. All of you will have to. You'll have to go into the world outside.
I already said I would claim them.
So, what will you just die?
Why did this happen? I don't get it.
We won't give up as long as there's hope.
If I were to die, that would be the end.
I've decided.
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the air. Say whatever you want. If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all. I can keep on living. All of you will have to. You'll have to go into the world outside.
I already said I would claim them.
So, will you just die?
We won't give up as long as there's hope.
If I were to die, that would be the end.
Why?
I've decided.
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the air. Say whatever you want. If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all. I can keep on living. All of you will have to. You'll have to go into the world outside.
I already said I would claim them.
So, will you just die?
Wait, well, there's no way to turn the music completely off, isn't there? I don't think there is. No. So. There we go. The music started up again.
I refuse to give up yet.
So that's good. But let me just... Again, if I'm not mistaken, you can't shut it down all the way. It's just not... Yeah, no, that's as low as it goes, and it's still playing. So, yeah, no, that was just a very weird glitch. So, alright, let's finally get this all done with.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die,
That would be the end.
There we go. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do...
The only reason is
That's the same
thanks to
thing I
the-
did last time.
If I die, in other
Yeah, I
words,
get it.
the communal life you've...
I get
all of
it.
You'll have to go into the world outside. So, will you just die?
Okay, there we go.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
if I were to die,
That would be the end.
There we go.
Don't lose hope now.
Good.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end.
I've decided.
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the air.
Oh,
If I die, in other words,
I did it again? I did it again. Beautiful.
all of you
Great.
will have to go into the world outside. So, will you just die?
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end.
I've
By
decided.
the way,
No!
song is the only reason we're okay
Why?
in here is thanks to the air. If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all of you will have to go into the world outside. So, will you just die?
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end.
I've decided.
By the way, the only reason we're is thanks to the air. If I die, the purifiers,
Why do I
in other words,
continue to
the communal
save?
life
I
you've
just need to hit
all of
it
you will
once.
have to-
Why?
will
And
have
I
to go
keep
into the
saving
world
it.
outside, where only
Oh,
death and despair are waiting. So, will you just die?
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end.
Let's just make sure to only hit it
By
once.
the way, the only reason we're is thanks to the
Don't
air.
hold down.
Don't lose hope now.
No.
Okay.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
Oh.
if I were to die,
That would be the end.
I've decided.
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the air. Say whatever you want. If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all of you will have to go into the world outside. So, will you just die?
Oh, alright, well, you know, I don't have much time left, so although I don't, I'm not doing this on... Hold on, can I save at this point in time? I don't think so. But, okay, well, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just pause the game and just do what I normally did back before I knew you could save, and just leave it like that. And yeah, because I've got like 20 minutes left till I have to go to bed, and I'd rather just you know, get a head start. There's I don't know. I want to just like watch YouTube for the last 20 minutes and not play a game that utterly frustrates me. So I see you all in the next video, and yeah, Excelsior.